We can walk around compound, see some tigers, and then see some Pete's and hopefully Squeaks. Oh, hello. Hi. See, when we started, I was filming a couple things before with the bush right here, and Melita was all crouched behind it, you know, being sneaky and devious, sneevious, and so I just kind of, I just decided to wait it out. And she's like, you got me. Ah, you got me. You did. Whoa, Shadow. Hello, Shadow coming from this direction. It's because the sun's over there right now. It's because it's morning. That is because it is morning time right now. Guten Morgen. Hello. It's morning as in like I just woke up this morning. Ooh. Like not terribly too long ago. And it's morning as in I just woke up, and I also went to bed really late because I'm working later shifts. Oh, it's Thursday. That's garbage day. Oh, the garbage folks, IESI, they're they're the garbage people around here. They actually donate their services. They have for years. There's a dumpster out in the front there, and they come and then they pick it up, and they don't charge us anything. What a bunch of guys. What a bunch of great folks. What a bunch of nice folks. Yeah, there they go. Dumpster. It's not exactly the most exciting thing, but it's always I like to recognize the folks that they do that. Look at you, look at you! Oh my gosh, pretty girl, hey baby, very cute, very cute. No, but since I'm working the evening schedule, I just will naturally go to bed late because I'm gonna be working an even more hi. So I'm working swings right now, and I'm gonna be moving on to all night shifts. So you slowly get yourself accustomed to staying up later and later, as time goes on. So naturally, like my normal going to bed time is like it's like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I can't hear, and it's just like, well, like it's I still go to bed at 2, but then it's like sometimes like the work needs to be done kind of relatively early, and it's about 7:30 right now. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! These boys. Oh, hi. Handsome. Look at these handsome guys. Oh my gosh. Really? Some tood. We got some tood going. Seeing these boys and their tood. Hey. Okay, I gotta go this way. And it's you, Zuby. This is you. You need. You were the one that made it so that we couldn't get you guys moved into the enclosure down there, because okay. You're gonna. Oh, hold on. Oh, what am I doing? Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. We're gonna go this way. point it that way. I'm going this way because I'm gonna shut the door. All right. So yeah, no, there's a bit of a gap between and I would have slept. I would have like kind of slept a little bit later. Hi, because we did get like most of like the big pressing work that would require, you know, adult supervision. It's kind of done right now. I want to give myself a little bit more time, but I gotta leave. I gotta take off, and I only have so much time. And I didn't film a webcast yesterday because it was too hot. Because we all went out, you know, took Heidi and the kids and everything. We went out like family, did dinner and a movie, and didn't have time to film a webcast. So it was still hot. It was still hot by the time we left. So warm in the afternoon, and it's usually better to film webcasts when things are a little bit more temperature comfortable. When they're more temperature comfortable. So I said, like, all right, well, just, you know, wait until tomorrow morning. Just wake up early and then film a webcast. And then I got to bed at a relatively decent hour. I'm not gonna say that I didn't, you know. Whoa. Oh, hi. I did. I got to bed at a relatively decent hour, but I just sat in bed. And I was just like, this is the Moon Milo. It's the Moon Milo. Hi, it's the Moon Milo. Shepherd. Proteins. I did the act of physically getting in my bed at a relatively decent hour, and then I just proceeded to like just not sleep. and it's like, and I wasn't like really mad. I'm just like, well, you know, this is just kind of, yeah, what do you expect? What do you expect? Hi, Rach.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Hi. Hi, baby. Hey. Yep, still sweet. Still a sweetheart. Cannot dampen the sweetness in her spirit. Hi, baby. Yeah. Yeah. It's inspiring. So, yeah, I alarm went off and my alarm went off and I'm like, oh yeah, oh god, oh no. Raven, don't you give me tood. You know, why don't you ever sit, you sat in your chair for like 2 days, and then you're like, all right, well, I'm done with that. Or maybe she just sits in it when like no one's looking. She's like, it's platform time, it's not chair time. Chair time is from 1 in the morning until 3:45 of the morning. And I'm like, well, that's unreasonable, Raven. Raven, that's unreasonable because I'm not going to be out here to be able to film that. She's like, I don't schedule chair time on your filming schedule, good sir. Like, oh, duly noted. Duly noted. Oh, I was talking about Zuby Raleigh, we were gonna move them down to the big cage. Finally gonna move them down to the big cage. Had everything all set up. Had the cage ready. Had the cage completely ready. Was about to move them. Had the transport cages lined up and everything, and Zuby would not lock up. Would not lock up. And we were using a guillotine gate that goes up and down. So a lot of cats do fine with guillotine gates. Some cats, it kind of freaks them out just because there's something over their head. Woo. And they don't like that. They're like, oh, I'm not going in there. So we have another transport cage that it's a lot bigger, and it slides, the gate slides back and forth like that. It's just we gotta get we got a welder, we got a guy with welding equipment, and he's gonna be coming, and he's gonna be, because it's that transport cage, the wheels are messed up on it. Just because, oh, look at you, hi, she's like, uh-oh, I have been found. Just stay still, he won't know if I just stay still. Gotcha. Oh, Selena, you still got it. But yeah, just wear and tear of just like moving cats from different enclosures and whatnot. And there was some wheels. There's wheels like that you can get. They have, like, you know, swiveling systems on them, and you know what? You can buy like some brands of wheels, and they'll last for 10 years, and then you buy another one, they'll last for 2 months. And yeah. So had a different, I had attached some wheels on when we used to have the old welder. Remember we talked about that when I had the welder? But I can't use the wire fed. I cannot use the wire fed welder to stick the wheels on this thing because the metal's too thick. So we gotta have a person, gotta have a dude with equipment and other technical skills and knowledge, because we're probably gonna have them weld some other things. Come out and get some of that stuff fixed and cut and everything for us. So we got a guy. I know a guy. Don't worry about it, I know a guy. You know a guy? you don't know a guy. I know a guy. Ciano, you know a guy? Ciano. Yeah, Ciano knows a guy. He does. Who's your guy? He's a moo guy? He's a moo guy. He knows how to move. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Excuse me. Yeah. Alright. How are you? Conopoli does not know any guys. Conopoli doesn't. He knows circle/none guys. He's like, I don't need to know no guys. Unless those guys have horse heads, I don't need to know them. That's what Polly says. That's what Polly says. No guys. Oh, I saw a cute little tiger. I just saw a cute little tiger walking around this way. I want to make sure that we're getting a nice little close-up of her. Hey, you! Hi, miss. And pee. I come all the way from over there. I come from over there. And you just want to pee on me. And then you just go away. These tigers, I swear. I swear. Oh. No, went and saw that Conjuring movie. It was good. Ooh, spooky. Ooh. Yeah. I like that. I like, you know, we yeah, we like this. Oh. Hi. Sloan's don't like scary movies. No, look at that big yawn. Wow, that was big. Big yawn. But, yeah, it was a scary movie and it was fun. I like those ones. Because me and Heidi were sitting next to each other like, woo, woo, holding, like, woo. We took all the kids and my oldest, Dakota, he just didn't like, he's just like, I don't get, you know, like, he didn't get like scared by it. It's like, that's not my, it's not my thing. I don't, you know, I get scared from other types of movies if they're more like realistic kind of based or more disturbing or something like that. But like ghosts and demons and stuff like that, it just doesn't really do it for me. I'm like, okay. And then my other boy, Dustin, he loved it, and he's just like, he's telling Cole, and we're in the car, he's like, you just gotta get lost in the sauce, bro. You just gotta get lost in the sauce. And that made me laugh. So yeah, but it was, I don't know, it was fun. It was a fun movie. Spooky. Ooh, ooh, do tell. Oh, don't go in there. Ooh, there's ghosts in there. Ooh. It's fun. I like this stuff. You go to movies and you listen to music because it generates an emotion. It generates an emotion in a controlled environment. But yeah, like we watch these things. We watch movies and we watch TV and we listen to music because they do something to us. They bring out emotions inside of us. Why don't you just live life? I'm like, true. That's, yeah, valid point. But it's like, you know what? I would rather like I would rather simulate the experience of like ghosts and demons than like try to go and find if those things are actually things that exist. You know, I'm certainly I can be critical of such allegations into the supernatural world, but I would never sit there and say that I know definitively whether or not those types of things are, but I am skeptical about the vast majority of it. Most claims, I say, no, it's more than likely because of this and this and this and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. But don't get me wrong, I would love to believe in stuff like that, but it's, most of it I think can definitely be explained away through reasonable means. But anyway, like I said, I would rather like simulate the experience of ghosts and demons in like a controlled environment than actually look for like if again those things are real things of that sort. I would rather, or like, how about this, in this real sense, like a slasher movie, like, oh no, the guy's gonna kill all the teenagers who are banging at the, you know, at the summer camp. I would rather simulate the experience of watching this thing unfold than actually, you know, try to go and find a serial killer and then be like, ooh, I'm gonna hide from you. No, that's the thing. You know, like laughter is a big thing that yeah, we simulate. Because there's some people who are good at it. They're really good. They're better than other people, you know. And so we have our favorite comics, and we have our favorite funny TV shows, and we have our favorite personalities who bring that sort of feeling out of us. Hi. What's
He won't come out and take his meatball.
You want to take his medicines?
No.
What's in his medicine?
Glutamine.
Oh, it's vitamins. It's vitamins, Chompers. It's good for you. Does he do this?
Not usually.
Not usually. Yeah.
You look like a sleepyhead.
He's sleepy. You want to get your medicine. Chompers, what do you gotta be sleepy? He's like, he's rubbing sleepers out of his eyes. And he's just like, no. Come back later. You gotta take your Flintstone vitamins, Chompers. Gotta take your Flintstone vitamins. All right, where are these ugly boys?
Right there.
Where? Wait, did you just point that way?
No, right there.
Oh, there they.
Perfect and angelic.
Perfect and angelic. I don't know about that. Perfect and angelic. Look at this. They are being pretty stinking cute. Hi. Hello. Hi, Tikis. Hi, Tikis. Hi. Num 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 num. I suppose you're okay. I suppose you're kind of sort of cute, but not nearly as handsome and as smart as the lions, as the BBs. But yeah, I moved these guys into here, and it's really nice because they got the full run of both of the enclosures. We got both gates open, so they can go from both. And then we were gonna move around Zubiri into the thing over there, but yeah, Zubiri was being a stinkhead. He was being a pot of stink. Ooh, what's this? And this enclosure's been very fun because there are lockdown areas and there's caves and there's grassy stuff and there's the grassy middle part and there's other like things to get into and there's stuff to crawl on top of, and it has been very tiger stimulating. It's been very tiger stimulating. Very, very much so. They like this one. Okay. I did see Savannah. I saw Savannah. Oh, she's over there. Nana Banana. Savannah! Hi. She's like, oh, visitors. Nano. Nano. Ma. No, come over here. Nano. I made sure to brew myself a pot of coffee before I started webcasting. Oh no, she thinks that there's gonna be people coming to take away her stuff. Okay. Come here, baby. Come here, baby.
She doesn't like her new neighbors.
She does not like her new neighbors? Oh no. She does not like her new neighbors. She thinks that those teenage boys are going to be taking her things. Hey, sugar pie. All right. Yeah. You're going to have to get used to it. She's going to get used to it. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. She wants to sit there and be a bit of a stink, you know, about that stuff. Oh. I am 10 shades of beat up, I gotta say. We've just been getting a lot of work done outside. Just getting pools into enclosures, and I was out for a long time the other day. Long time. And yeah, you spend these like marathon like all day sessions. Wait for the beep. Hey. You. Hey, you. Hi. And that's one of those things, and it's weird because it's like I'll be working here, with the cats and doing stuff like that and filming things, and then, getting sweaty and grimy and doing all that stuff, and then I go and I run over and then I do my administrative job, my office job. Oh, my office, my thing with computers. Hey, Tess. It's just a juxtaposition of, you know, two different worlds. And then there's sometimes where it's kind of like Fight Club. It's like, you know, where like you're sitting there and you're wearing like your office attire, but you know you got bruises and just you're like all just like, we don't talk about Care Club. First rule about Care Club. You always think Pete's are adorable. Hi, Courtney. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Dude, where are you from? You're from, you know, I mean, you're from Texas, but what part of Texas?
Waco?
Ah, Waco. That's funny. We were going to the movies yesterday, and we were talking about me and Heidi and the boys. We were having a great conversation over suicide cults. And we were talking about the Branch Davidians, and we were talking about Jonestown, and I'm talking about they're not all suicide cults, but like just definitely different people with very, very strong and unique beliefs. Sydney, more snuffles? More snoofles? More snoofles for the Sid? No. She says no. My snuffles are a precious commodity. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. What did you say to her?
I said, get it?
She said, get it? Is that all being mean? Is that all being mean, Tess? Oh my gosh, it's a green. Oh. Ooh, could this be her own version of Craig? Of Craig the Precious? Maybe. Maybe. Someone got their enclosure mowed yesterday because someone does not like to lock up and someone gets freaked out by the lawnmower. Heidi and the welder are down there looking at transport cages, and they're talking about stuff. Looking at transport cages and talking about stuff and saying, and she's pointing at things and saying, I need this welded to this, and I need this piece of metal to stick over here, and we got to get this stuff up over here. And then, you know, Welder's probably like a good old local Texas guy, and he's like, I can do that. That's fine. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. I can do it. Yep. Oh, that's easy. That's fine. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. And some of those guys have been like working out in like oil fields for like, you know, the past 25 years. And that's what they do. They work out in the oil fields, and then they've got their welding stuff, and they got their equipment, and their whole thing every single day is just to be like, hey, I need you to get these pieces of metal over here and stick them together in a weird way. You got to use. Sometimes it's a little bit more art than science. And then they just kind of like tilt their head and look to the side, and then they're just like, yeah, I can do that. So I think I probably got to go over there and help them out. Get some of the transport cage stuff actually pulled out so that he can work on it. Oh, that's our other one. Hi, Andrew. Hello. There's our other guy. Don't know where Field Mouse is. Don't know where Becky is. Lazing the morning away, probably. Actually, the interns get that. They'll get it set up where it's like you'll have some interns that do morning duties, and then they let one kind of sleep in. Which that's a good setup, I think. Helps out. It's just best way all around just to kind of do all that stuff. but that's up to them. Why am I talking about this? This is now I'm just trailing on. I'm like, well, I'm talking about some of the scheduled things. Well, you know, I mean, I can sit there and tell about some of our, you know, our administrative policies. Maybe I should just sit there and just kind of like go through some of those. Oh my gosh, I'm babbling at this point. I need to go get some coffee. So we're going to talk to you folks. I'm going to talk to you folks later. I think it was a good webcast, you know, even so, even though it was, you know, a little bit sleepy. But yeah, I was on a path. I was in a direction. So yeah, good stuff. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a Raleigh Zubiri moved in the next couple of days. So keep you posted on that stuff. All right, bye bye.